is a 2006 Ford Focus, and today we'll be replacing the door handle, as you can see. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the door panel. Remove two covers. There'll be this cover here. You can use a flathead screwdriver or a trim removal tool. And this cover here, let's see if I can do with my fingers. Oh, there you go. And then you go ahead and also remove this cover up here. Just pull it out and unplug it. So once you remove all the trim covers, you will need to use a T20 to remove the T20 Torx screws. There'll be one here, two on the side here, if you can get a good view, one up here, one down here, and then three on the outer portion of the door panel, as well as two 7mm bolts behind this. So I'm gonna first remove this cover and then we'll get to it. So I removed the 6 Torx screws that were located on the 2 on the inside, 1 in the middle, and 3 on the outside of the door panel. And I've also removed the cover of the door handle. We're gonna remove the 2 7mm bolts, as well as pull this out. After you remove this, it'll just pop out. Let's see if I can do it with one hand here. As you can see, just slide it out. The door handle will stay in place. So I popped this top part out here. I just want to give you all a better view before I actually remove the 2 bolts here. So when you slide it out, you will have to remove these 2 wires that are plugged in. And then from there, you can just slide it around the door handle and just remove it to the side. So now that I have this panel removed and unplugged and these bolts removed, we can go ahead and pull the door panel off. And just a little correction, I kept saying 7mm. These are actually 6mm bolts, so we're gonna use a 6mm. We use a 6mm socket to remove these. So now we should be able to just pop it right out. Just go ahead and start from the bottom. You can use a trim removal tool or just use your hand. You now have the door panel removed. So in this section here, we can go ahead and just move all these covers out of the way. And from here, you will see the door handle bracket as well as the door handle where it meets right behind here. There will be a T20 screw that you need to remove. Let me see if I can get a view of it on camera. Kind of can't. However, it's right, oh, you can see it right there. Just go right in there for T20, remove that. Once we have that T20 screw removed, just lift the door handle up a little bit and remove this cover by pushing to the right. There you go. This will come, this little, I guess like a cushion will come out with it. And then push to the left, sorry, push to the right, comes right out. So we'll go ahead and replace this. So within our kit, we'll have these new cushions, new lock cover, and new door handle. So we're gonna go ahead and install this. First, we'll obviously put these cushions in place and then get the door handle in, and then we'll go from there. Smaller one to the left with these little tabs facing inward. The bigger one to the right, as so. Then we'll get our door handle and we'll slide this part into the left and set the other one into the right. The reason why I'm setting it in is because we have to go to the other side. And be sure that that latch, let me see if I can get it on camera. Sorry, it's a little out of focus. Sunny day today. There we are. That latch, as you can see from that plastic piece, has to go in front of that metal tab up top and slide it to the right to lock it in place. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So a little before and after video now. As you can see, that metal tab that I spoke of up top has been pushed behind the plastic, and we've also now pushed it to the right to lock it in place. So that little U shape will lock on that side of the bracket, and then the other side will lock behind just those tabs. And as you can see, it's functioning. So we'll go ahead and put that cover on for the lock and get that T20 back in place and check to see if it works. So to get this cover in, we'll just have to slide it in here. Pick up the door handle chest tab just to slide it into place. Sorry, it's kind of hard with one hand. Just pick it up a little bit. Pop it in. Then on the other side, we'll get that T20. Let me see where I put it. That T20, the long one, we're gonna go ahead and put it back into place. Let me see if I can get it on view with my hand here. Or let me just put it in, set it in enough to show you where it belongs if you don't recall. As you can see right there at the top, to the left, just screw it in all the way there and it'll be locked in place. Everything's installed in place. So let's just check it out. Before we put everything together, one way I like to check it, instead of by closing the door, is just by engaging this right here, the lock, like so. And then when you pull the door handle, it should disengage. There we are, and we're done. Put the door panel back in place, put all this on. That piece of styrofoam just clips into these sides. Push it down, plug everything back in, put the T23 screws here, 2 on the other end and 1 in the middle, and the 6mm bolts with the door handle is in place, and put the trim back on, and everything will be done. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.